Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. All right, so today's video reading is what do people say about you when you leave the room? So what are people saying about you when you're not around? Now, you're going to have three options to choose from, but before I get into which option is which, I'd like to thank all of you who are subs to this channel thus far. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you're brand new, please hit the sub button as well as the bell notification because I do drop videos weekly. Also, thank you to those of you all who keep me booked and busy. If you'd like to book a private reading, coaching, same-day read, walk and read, or priority reading, please check that pin comment below as well as the description box below. Now through the 23rd, I have a pre-Black Friday sale going on. So check the pin comment below as well as the description box below. There are more readings than ever on sale in my Etsy shop. And yeah, they are all on sale. That includes my tarot deck, tarot and oracle deck. It's about time. That is also on sale right now. The one that I created. It's also on sale right now in my Etsy shop. So make sure you all take advantage of that. I do have Black Friday and Cyber Monday sales coming up. So you all are definitely going to want to take advantage of that. But make sure you are checking those things out. Now, make sure you follow me on TikTok, Instagram, and what's the other one? Threads at Wandering Sparrow Tarot. And yeah, I'm going to hold these options up for you in the now. Now, I may also insert a photograph of the options for you all to choose from so that you can choose even better. But here's your three options. So option number one is going to be the Modern Witch Tarot. Can you see that? Option number two is going to be the Heart and Hand Tarot. And option number three is going to be the Rider Waite Tarot. So I'll give you all a moment to see which of these options you feel resonate with you the most. All right. Remember, pause the video, see which of these options you feel most resonated with. Keep in mind, these are all general messages, so take what resonates. Please leave behind what doesn't. Don't take a message that's not yours. And y'all, let's get into it with our very first option, option number one. So what do people say about you when you leave the room? Let's get into it. So let's see. Universe, spirit guides, and ancestors. Thank you for the channel messages. First, let's get a couple of energies on how people view you. Option number one. Just want to get with that one. Universe, spirit guides, and ancestors. Thank you for the channel messages. How do people view option number one overall? What do they feel in option number one's presence energetically? Give me one card. Universe, spirit guides, and ancestors. Thank you for the channel messages. How do people view option? Fallen. All right, so we got the Five of Wands that fell out. I feel people feel a bit conflicted about you at times with this Five of Wands energy in the upright option number one, or people may be a bit confused by your energy. Or maybe you could be somebody where maybe at times there's a lot of maybe drama surrounding you, or maybe people assume this. Oh, this is some interesting energy. We have the Seven of Swords that came out in the reverse. So Five of Wands and Seven of Swords in the reverse. I feel like it's someone who speaks up and speaks out about the things that concern you very, very boldly. However, though, I feel like that may be a source of conflict for people. Option number one. Like maybe you speak up a little bit too much. I see people with the Queen of Wands. You're a bit of a fireball. You're very active. Or once again, your energy is very outspoken. So they view you as someone in some aspects as a bit of combative. But for others, it's you standing up for yourself, speaking out for yourself, not being afraid of other people. That's what I'm getting with that one. And it's Queen of Wands. You are a topic of discussion a lot of times for people. Like you're very popular when it comes to your peers, your family, workplace environment. So definitely people are watching your moves. Option number one, to kind of see what's going on with you. The what, when, where, and why is about you. That's what I'm getting with that one. So let's get more information. Universe, spirit guides, and ancestors. Thank you for the channel messages. What do people say about option number one when they leave the room? Give me two cards. What do people say about option number one when they leave the room? Give me two cards. What do people say about option number one when they leave the room? Give me two cards. What do people say about option number one when they leave the room? Give me two cards. Ooh, we got the Three of Wands in the upright. We have the King of Cups in the reverse. We have the Knight of Swords in the reverse. We have the King of Swords in reverse. So it's giving sparse communication about you when you leave the room, especially with like the Knight of Wands, because the Knight of Wands is that type of energy. Option number one, where you're saying just what's on your mind and you're not even caring about what's coming out. The King of Swords is giving. See, it's not exactly me not saying anything about you, but I don't necessarily have anything good to say. And it may be it's more like a covert type of energy, because we have the King of Cups here as well that came out in the reverse. So it's like I'm not saying sweet things about you. I might make a little snide remark. You get what I'm trying to say? Or I might say something a little bit, a little bit sour about you behind your back. That's what this energy is giving. So I feel like when you leave the room, oftentimes you get people making shady remarks. I don't feel like they're harping on your energy, spending a lot of time on your energy, but it does kind of feel like there's a conniving energy, a lying here and waiting to see what happens next when it comes to you and your life. Maybe I want to see you, not your full downfall, but I want to see you uncomfortable. You know what I'm trying to say? I don't want to see you exactly when, or at least not win in the beginning. I want to see you a bit uncomfortable. So definitely you have people who are throwing shade when you leave the room, option number one. Like they're saying something kind of shady, but it feels like they cut it off. Like I don't feel like it's like, I'm shading you, but I'm going to keep it going. I'm constantly talking about you, da 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 da. It's kind of giving like, well, that's who so and so is. Well, they only care about themselves. Like it's giving that type of energy. Well, they don't care like that. That's what I'm getting. For some of you all, I feel like if you ask this about a parent, like a father or something, or a mother, that's what I'm getting with that one. Because I feel like for some of you all, this is like dealing with a very selfish energy. People either perceive you as a very selfish energy. And I'm not saying that you are option number one. This is just kind of, but it's because you're not sharing other parts with yourself. And I'm a full believer in setting those boundaries. Like you don't have to share. Like if you think I'm selfish or I'm this, I'm that, because I'm not giving you entryway into the deep, uttermost parts of myself, then that's on you, and quite frankly, it's none of anybody's business what other people think about you, because they're just giving more energy towards you and your life and your happiness. But that's what I'm getting with that one. It's like a selfish energy coming through. It's people who are unhappy with themselves. Option number one. That's what I'm feeling with that one. They're unhappy with themselves because I feel like there's a part of you that's really winning, that's really going forth. Once again, if it is a selfish energy they're feeling off of you, it's because you're not afraid to go out, go forth, call in whatever it is that you want for your best life, but they're not able to do that for themselves. So therefore it's like they're visioning it, they're viewing it in you and getting upset about it because it's like, well, universe, spirit guides, and ancestors think that channel messages. Who are the persons that are saying these things about option number one when they leave the room? Where is this energy coming from mostly? Give me two cards. Where is this energy coming from mostly and why? Where is this energy coming from mostly and why? Give me two cards. Where is this energy coming from mostly and why? Six of Cups in the reverse, Four of Pentacles. Now, I am feeling a Capricorn energy with that Four of Pentacles super strong. It feels like it's, once again, these are restrictive energies around you. Six of Cups in the reverse is giving the energy of your friend group, or people who you're not related to them, but you have close acquaintanceships with these people. For some of you, it can even be people that you work with, though I'm not getting a strong work message. Excuse me. I'm not getting a strong work message. I definitely feel like the people who are saying this around you live a more restrictive life. And I feel like this is why they're viewing you as having a selfish outlook, selfish way of living. It's a more restrictive life that they're living. And because of that, because you're more free, because you're able to come and go as you please, because, it's like there's an air of, irresponsibility there, though you are responsible. I feel like this is where that energy of kind of like, I'm a little bit jealous. Like, once again, I don't want to see you fail, but I would want to see you not hit the target each and every time, So with the Four of Pentacles in the upright, it definitely feels like an energy, energies that are more uptight and friendships, but it's giving frenemy for the most part. It's giving frenemy. So these are people that you're friendly with, Maybe even somebody, I'm not feeling heavy on family, but people that you're friendly with, maybe people that you call close friends, but they have a more restricted life than you, and it feels like they take life a lot more serious. Like they don't know how to dip out of that seriousness. And it's like life is serious, but also life is very whimsical and is meant to be enjoyed. So that's what I got for you, option number one. So you all let me know how you felt about that in the comment section below. Give this video a like, comment, share, subscribe, book a private reading with me, coaching, same day rewalk, your priority reading. Check that pin comment below as well as the description box below. Take advantage of the pre-Black Friday sale. And then, of course, I'm doing Black Friday and Cyber Monday, that extended weekend. So take advantage of those sales when they come about. And let's move on to our second option. Option number 2. All right, option number 2. What do people say about you when you leave the room? We're going to get the energies surrounding you in regards to how people are viewing you. So universe, spirit guides, and ancestors, thank you for the channel messages. Thank you for the channel messages of option number 2. How do people view option number 2 in general? What's the energy surrounding them? How do people view? Let's see what wants to come out. Oh, wow. How do people view option number 2 in general? How do people view option number 2 in general? You're definitely somebody who sets a lot of boundaries, but not in like a weird way. Like you're really good with preserving your energy. And I feel like people admire that about you. You're really good with preserving your energy. Option number 2, you're really good with, letting people in to where you want them, where you feel comfortable, and letting them know like, hey, this is where things stop. But I feel like people respect you a lot. Now, how do people view you and what's their energy towards you? You got the King of Cups in the upright and you have the Strength card. You may be someone who's very gentle, very gentle. This is a very compassionate energy. You can be a water sign yourself. That's Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer, or have very strong water placements, maybe like a water moon or a water Venus, because there's a very gentle energy about you. Like, once again, you give off this stern energy to people and they view you as that, but they also view you as very, very loving, very soft, very approachable, but once again, but respectful. I feel like in general, people have the tendency just to respect your presence or respect you as a person, because I feel like you meet other people with that same respect. So that's how people view you. Let's get into what they say about you when you leave the room. I feel like they say really good things because I feel a very admirable energy here. Option number 2, like people really admire you. Like as a person, you inspire people. And I can't stop feeling this energy of like softness and just, peacefulness. You yourself might be a healer. You might be a reader, spiritualist, or just, you may be a counselor. You may be a teacher. And this is a male energy and feminine energy. Like it's giving, either or, it's giving both. You yourself, just you're someone who's kind in spirit. But once again, not to be played with. But you're not trying to start up conflict and you're not trying to be in the midst of, but you could be spicy if you need to, but it's like you don't call upon situations in your life where you have to be spicy with others. So let's see, universe, spirit guides, and ancestors. What do people say about option number 2 when they leave the room? Give me 2 cards. What do people say about option number 2 when they leave the room? Give me 2 cards. What do people say about option number 2 when they leave the room? Give me 2 cards. Oh, let's see. Do I want to take these? Nah, it's too many in there. What do people say about option number 2 when they leave the room? Give me 2 cards. What do people say about option number 2 when they leave the room? 4 of Wands in the upright. We have the 3 of Wands in the reverse. You're someone who walks with purpose. You're someone who's very decided, in your energy about, who you are and what it is that you want. And this is what people are saying about you when you leave the room. You leave people feeling inspired. You leave people feeling connected or desiring more connection with you. They trust you. You're very trustworthy. That's what I'm getting with that one. Like you have an authority, figure when it comes to the people that you come across. You have the Hermit card in the reverse. I feel like, once again, this goes back into that energy of you're good at setting boundaries. You let people into a point enough that they feel like they have, like they get to know you, like they have entryway towards you, but not so much that it feels like is invading your space. That's what I'm getting with that one. So it's like they feel like you're a very private person, and they say this. People talk about, how private you are. There's parts of you that they don't know, but it doesn't bother them because it's like I feel like I'm so close to them. That's what I'm getting with that one. So people definitely say amazing things. Like you leave the room inspired. You often say profound things. And I'm not saying it in like a grandiose type of sense, like everything I say is profound, but it's like you could just be talking about something and bring up something philosophical, bring up a quote. It's just the way that you choose to live your life. And I feel like you're very transparent. Option number 2, in times that you stumble. So this is where people are getting that realness from you, because it's like, but option number 2, if they said XYZ or did XYZ, they're going to be upfront about that. So they trust your word. People definitely talk about you being very trustworthy, very inspiring. What do people say about option number 2 when they leave the room? Give me 2 more cards. What do people say about option number 2 when they leave the room? Give me 2 more cards. You are someone who's very youthful minded. You're willing to take risk. You're willing to, explore the world. You're adventurous. There's a part of you where it's like, yeah, like people admire you as a person, how you choose to live your life, and just in general, how you choose to be, not just with yourself, but with others. And then you got the 2 of Wands here in the reverse. You're someone who lives in the present. And people definitely talk about this a lot. And once again, going back to like admiration, this is what people admire. It's like the ability for you to be in the here and the now, is something that I don't feel envy. It's inspiration to others. So you don't call on envious energy, and nobody here is like envying you. And if it is like a jealousy, though I'm not picking up on that energy, if it is like a jealousy that could be in the energy about you, it's almost like it's the type of jealousy where it's like, but now I want to go do the work to make my life that much more better, whatever it is that I'm seeking. So let's get more information. Universe, spirit guides, and ancestors, thank you for the channel messages. Who's talking about option number 2 when they leave the room, and why? Give me 2 cards. Who's talking about option number 2 when they leave the room, and why? Give me 2 cards. We have the 10 of Wands in the upright, and we have the 9 of Swords in the reverse. Fire sign energy here. Ooh, lots of fire sign energy, even with the 9 of Wands. Fire sign energy here. 9 of Wands at the bottom of the deck in the upright, and air sign energy. I feel like, for whatever reason, I feel like you work around a lot of youth. Option number 2, or you're around a lot of youthful people. This definitely feels like workplace energies. I feel like there may be, and that's why I say there's some type of healing or, guidance type of energy off of you, because a lot of the people that see this on you, or at least what they're saying about you, when you leave the room, has to do with the 10 of Wands and the 9 of Swords in the reverse. These are people that, maybe are dealing with difficult things in their life, and it's hard for them to move forward. That's why I said I feel a lot of healing energy. You yourself can be a spiritual, worker or person, because it's a lot of people where it's like there's a lot of rough waters for them to navigate. And I feel like, too, this is why there's not envy there. It's like, I want to get to where this person is. They inspire me. I'm seeing them walk the walk and talk the talk. So 10 of Wands, I feel like you're around people maybe a lot more than often who are going through difficult moments in their life. Maybe some people who are dealing with a bit of, mental wellness issues. That's why I said, you can be a counselor or whatever in your own right. But this is what I'm feeling in regards to who's talking about you when you leave the room, and why. This is people that you work around. And people that, unfortunately, even with that 9 of Wands, may be going through, some self issues within self, and you're giving them the hope to persevere through. So that's what I got for you, option number 2. So you all let me know how you felt about that in the comment section below. This video, like, comment, share, subscribe, book a private reading, coaching, site every walk and read, priority reading. Check the pin comment below, as well as the description box below. Take advantage of the pre-Black Friday sale going on until November 23rd. And then also take advantage of the What else? The Black Friday sale and Cyber Monday that's coming up that weekend. Take advantage, you all. And yeah, let's move on to option number, I was saying two, number three. All right. So option number three, let's get into it. What do people say about you when you leave the room? What do people say about you when you leave the room? So first, let's get the energy surrounding how do people view you? Option number three. And then we're going to get into what people say. So universe, spirit guides, and ancestors think about channel messages. How do people view option number three? Give me two cards. How do people view option number three? Give me two cards. How do people view option number three? Give me two cards. How do people view option number three? Give me two cards. How do people view option number three? Give me two cards. How do people view option number three? All right. Everything is fine and Page of Cups reversed. Everything is fine reversed is giving me, it's not an unbothered energy. Because I feel like there's an air of being hurt here. But I feel like you might be someone who's currently healing or working on self. And other people see that. I feel like there's a coldness here with this Page of Cups in the reverse. Like it's hard to get close to you. Option number three. But it feels like it's hard to get close to you because you've dealt with a lot. So the magic word of today has been boundaries. All of these have been about setting a boundary. I feel like you set boundaries, but it feels like there's more self-work that you maybe are still doing on yourself or maybe still want to do on yourself, because it's like, while I feel you opening yourself up to other people, this Page of Cups, you are being very cautious, maybe too cautious at times, and allowing other people in. So how do people view you? Option, so how are people viewing you? Option number three, someone who's guarded, but someone who's open, someone that they would have to take their time with and getting to know, someone who isn't very quick to let people in. You know, like you're not immediately friendly with other people. You know, like, are you polite, respectful? Sure. But you're not immediately friendly. You're very cautious about, you know, the motives of others. That's what I'm getting with that one. You may be somebody who's been hurt a lot by people. Like you've been there for people, you've trusted people, people have been able to trust you, and then they've backstabbed you a lot. That's what I'm getting with that one. So you might have dealt with a lot of backstabbing in your lifetime. Option number three. Let's see. What do people say about option number three when they leave the room? Give me two cards. What do people say about option number three when they leave the room? Give me two cards. What do people say about option number three when they leave the room? Give me two cards. What do people say about option number three when they leave the room? Give me two cards. Five of Swords in the reverse. Oop. Five of Swords in the reverse. Eight of Pentacles in the upright. Once again, people feel like you're someone who's very stoic, very hardworking, very focused. However, though, when it comes to the Five of Swords in the reverse, like, it's given an energy of once again, transparency. It's like you don't have any hidden motives or agenda. So once again, I feel like there's a lot of respect towards you in regards to people. What you see is what you get, even though that energy may come off as a little bit cold or icy, but they don't see you as someone who has any hidden motives or agenda. More so as somebody who wants to keep to themselves. And I don't feel like you're reclusive. You don't have family and friends that you're close to. Option number three. But I do feel like, you know, you do have a small network, and outside of that network, you're very careful who you engage with. Give me two more cards. Universe, spirit guides, and ancestors. What do people say about option number three? So you're someone that they can trust, because it's like, you know, you're pretty straightforward, you know, and you're pretty focused. Your head is down when it comes to the things that you have to get done. Give me more information. What are people saying about option number three when they leave the room? Give me two cards. What are people saying about option number three When they leave the room, give me 2 cards. What are people saying about option number 3? When they leave the room, give me 2 cards. What are people saying about option number 3? When they leave the room. That's too many cards. What are people saying about option number 3? When they leave the room, give me 2 cards. Justice card in the upright, Knight of Cups in the upright, 5 of Pentacles. Like that's what I'm saying. Moon card in the reverse. You are who you are, and you wear that on display. They don't feel like you're someone that they have to watch out for. They feel like you're somebody, you're very fair. You do show compassion in your own way, but you may be someone who is, a bit reserved with your words. You're not talking to everybody. You're not talking about everybody. You're not around. Maybe you are a bit isolated when it comes to, this definitely feels workplace vibes, when it comes to your place of business. That's what I'm getting with that one. Once again, you're someone that they can trust. You're someone that they view as someone who's very intelligent. They view you as someone who's very dedicated. But there is this cold energy. It's like they only get what they get out of you. But it's because you're protecting yourself from, any, potential hurt, harm, or danger. That's what I'm getting with that one. Because you've been hurt. Option number 3. That's what I'm getting with that. You've been very hurt before. You've trusted people at one point in time. Maybe you were that person, you just trust very blindly, very openly, but people, have backstabbed you, unfortunately. That's what I'm getting with that one. So you're very cautious with your energy. Now, who's this saying about you? I'm going to pull some cards on that, but I definitely don't feel like it's family, because this isn't a thing where it's like they're not close to you if they know you, if you're close to them. This isn't a thing where it's like, friends, because once again, you're very intentional about your friendships, about your family. And I feel like they know you, that you can trust them. But these are people that you vetted throughout your life. You know what I'm trying to say? However, though, when it comes to the people, that energy I'm picking up on, I feel like these are people that you work with or more in an acquaintance role in your life. Give me more energy. Universe, spirit guides, and ancestors, thank you for the channel messages. Spirit guides and ancestors of option number 3. Who's saying these things and why? Give me 2 cards. Who's saying these things about option number 3 and why? Give me 2 cards. Saying these things about option number 3 and why? Give me 2 cards. Who's saying these things about option number 3 and why? Give me 2 cards. 3 of Swords in the upright, air sign energy. 9 of Swords, air sign energy. This person can be an air sign. Queen of Pentacles in the upright, and Page of Wands. So you got air energy here, earth energy, fire energy, very strongly on Capricorn, Taurus. I do feel some Virgo with this, but stronger on the Capricorn, Taurus with the earth sign with the pentacle. This person can be an Aquarius or Libra, very strongly with the air sign, but also, could be a Gemini, but very, very strong with Aquarius and Libra. But then we got fire sign energy with the Page of Wands. This is giving Aries. Once again, you leave much to be desired. This is a combination of people that desire to be close to you, and people maybe that you don't have much of an emotional connection with, as in like people that you work with. Like, there's a bit of an emotional connection, but not, what I'm trying to say. For some of you all, this is how your ex feels about you. That's what I'm getting with that, with the 3 of Swords. They feel like your energy is a bit too unbothered. Why are you just kind of, you seem like you don't care, or you seem like you just let things go. And that's what I'm getting with that one. Now, when it comes down to the why, do they say these things? Because I feel like there's a part of them, there's a lot left to be desired here. There's people who want to be close to you. And I feel like that's what's going on with that. There's people that desire to be very close to you, but that's not where you are with them. And then there's people who desire to be back into your life. So for some of you all, like, I feel like you can be an air sign yourself, because for some of you all, you've like cut people out of the kingdom, so to speak. And now they're seeing this part of you where it's like, oh, they're not mean, they're kind, but they're also not close. And they're also very guarded. So that's what I got for you, option number 3. So you all let me know how you felt about that in the comment section below. Give this video a like, comment, share, subscribe. Book a private reading, coaching, secondary, walk me priority reading. Check that pin comment below, as well as the description box below. Take advantage of the pre-Black Friday sale. It includes my tarot deck, my oracle and tarot deck. It's about time. It's a time predicting oracle deck. 25% off on a plethora of things on my Etsy shop. Check the pin comment below. And it's leading into my Black Friday and Cyber Monday weekend sale. So you all check that out. Once again, I thank you all so much for viewing this video. Let me know how you felt about this in the comment section below. And I'll be seeing you all again on the next one. Peace and blessings, y'all. Bye, y'all.